velocity. That means we say slope of displacement time graph describes the velocity. If it is parallel, it is motionless, it is stationary. If there is a slope, it gives you the velocity. In case of speed, it will be distance at times. So you need not apply the formula for physics. By mathematics only you can derive the formula for physics. That is, by graph you can derive the formula for physics, because this unit will guide you what quantity you reach. Your quantity you reach now is the displacement divided by time as the velocity. There are a few examples there in your textbook. Because of time constraint, we cannot describe each and every examples from the book. So book is there with you, so you will definitely take the help of the book here. There is a representation of graph. Say an example given that a body is moving on very smooth surface and it is moving on straight and coming back, and the time being taken over here is 14 seconds as such. So how much displacement it made? It made 60 meter as per in my book, it is that. So from there you calculate the value for its displacement divided by time axis, the speed in both the cases, while going and while coming back. You can take by the graph only. The third kind of graph, what it is possible, this is a uniform velocity you found. But if the velocity is non-uniform, how will it be? Velocity being non-uniform, that case, it will happen that the graph line will be a curved line. Graph line will be a curved line in place of a straight line. In a curved line, there is no fixed point at which the velocity can be measured. At times here, at any place here, that is time is being taken, at that position, when you take a tangent, that is from the exterior point, a straight line drawn by touching one single point in the curve called the tangent, that tangent distance from here, you can find the slope for this angle, the slope. Now find, for the purpose of this slope, you will have the ordinate distance. As I've given a curly bracket here, you find the distance of ordinate. And for the abscissa, I am giving another curly bracket. So you just estimate the length of the both. You can find ordinate by abscissa. Now suppose some other time, say at 3 seconds, what it is happening? At 3 seconds, what it is happening? For the 3 seconds, the tangent line will differ. Tangent line will not be same. Tangent will differ. Obviously, as the tangent mark, the mark of the tangent is different, so the length also varies. You find the length. The length will vary for the purpose of the smaller distance of the ordinate, and also the smaller distance for the abscissa. So it is here the greater distance, but here it is falling the shorter. So as the time being shortened there, you find the distances also vary. So there will not be getting one uniform value for the displacement by time. Different positions of the time will have the different time value as the speed value or the velocity values. That time the velocity is not uniform, it is a non-uniform velocity, it is a variable velocity. Yesterday we said what are velocity, uniform and non-uniform. So three things we could find by this. One is parallel, that is motionless, that is stationary. One is having inclined slope, single slope with uniform velocity, and having the curved line, having the non-uniform velocity will be getting, because velocity values will differ because of the difference of what you call slopes found there. That means at times when the different velocities are there, obviously at times when you are having different velocities, So there can be velocity time graph as well. Since it is displacement time graph, you are getting different velocities. So these different velocities can be taken in a note, and you can make a table for different velocities of a body's motion, and at respective time you can get a frame for velocity time graph as well. So first was displacement time graph. So if it is variable, you can switch over to velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. In the velocity time graph, the same theory will be applied. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds I am taking here as the time. It is your choice, or it must be given in your question how much to be taken. Accordingly you have to take. So the velocity I am saying, say it is 2 meter per second, 4, 6, 8, 10, it will be going. It is velocity meter per second. Now, if the graph line is itself along the x-axis, graph line is itself along the x-axis, body is absolutely motionless. Body is not moving at all. Say graph line I am taking 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, the body displacement is 0. Sorry, velocity of body is 0. So body is motionless, body is not moving, the velocity being 0 there. So 0 velocity of course doesn't mean that body is motionless. It can have the motion, it can move the displacement. So how the displacement will be there in case? If it is 0 there, there is no displacement as such. But if body has some initial velocity, 4 meter per second, body has some initial velocity. So from there, if the graph line starts, it will make a meaning. If it makes a start from origin, say in 1 second body moves 2 meter, body has the velocity 2 meter per second. In 2 seconds it is 4 meter per second. It is 6 meter per second for 3. For 4 it is 8 meter per second. So graph line gives a straight line like that. And here also you are getting a slope. Here also you are getting a slope. Here also you are getting a slope. For the purpose of slope, the same thing we follow. Say A line here, B is here, C I am taking. So this is BC is your ordinate, and the graph line x-axis itself is the abscissa, because I am taking this line itself. So it is ordinate by abscissa, the slope. So for here, what is the slope here? It is 8 meter per second. Name is BC divided by AC. Means 8 meter per second, highest value. Last is 0 meter per second divided by. The time value is here 4 to 0, 4 minus 0 second. So what are you getting here? You are getting 8 meter per second divided by 4 second. It gives you, cancelling 2, you are getting it 2 meter per second square. So what quantity does it refer to? The same way, meter per second was velocity. What is meter per second square unit? Meter per second square units brings our knowledge, drives our knowledge towards the quantity called acceleration. So this is acceleration value. That means the slope of velocity time graph describes the acceleration. Acceleration means rate of change of velocity with respect to time. That means velocity is changing here at the rate 2 meter per second for every second. 2 meter per second at the speed of the body is changing every second. That's why you are getting a slope here as this. Now this acceleration may be uniform or non-uniform. In case it is checking for the purpose. Say I am taking at the 2 place, second. Over here I am just getting a drop. I am just cutting it off here. Say it is P, it is Q. Now for the purpose of this, what is the angle over here? This angle is the slope value. Here also we get the ordinate and abscissa. See, the ordinate value is BQ divided by PQ. So again, slope we find here in short space. Slope, same formula, ordinate by abscissa, ordinate value BQ divided by, it is PQ. What is BQ value? B the maximum 8, Q the minimum 4. So 8 minus 4 meter per second divided by the distance over here from Q to P. It is 4 minus 2. That is 4 minus 2 second. So this comes here then. 8 minus 4 is 4 meter per second divided by 2 second. It gives you again 2 meter per second square. The same thing what you saw here, the same value. No matter where you are cutting it off, at what time you are getting it off, the same value shows that at any place you go for its calculation, you will find the slope is same. Other way you can say, how geometrically you say the slope is same. Two parallel straight lines is joined by a transversal. Two parallel straight lines joined by a transversal, always interior and exterior angles will be equal. So that way also you say, what angle you had here, the same angle will form there, because PQ and AB, PQ and AC both are parallel straight lines and AB is the transversal.